I totally get it. Subscription fatigue, insurance fatigue, nickel and diming us to death, extended warranty, this and that. I understand all of it. But in this case, I think it might be worth it. I'm headed down to my local Tesla service center to have my windshield inspected so I can apply the windshield protection plan, which is $16 a month. I normally would never recommend getting any extended warranty or anything like this, but I see this more of an insurance policy. And we did the math. We've got 3 Teslas. In the last 2 months, 2 of those Teslas have had windshield cracked. And in my entire life, I've only had 3 total windshields crack. And I think in terms of luck and all that kind of stuff, I think it's better to do this windshield protection plan instead of going through insurance. We went through insurance on our Model 3. It was a $1,500 repair. We have a $500 deductible, so we paid $500, and insurance paid for the $1,000. Now, just last week, our Model Y Performance has a big crack in it because my wife was following a rock truck and one of the rocks fell off, and I mean, good luck finding the license plate and all that kind of stuff. So again, we've got to go through insurance, get that repaired, and it's going to be another $500 deductible. So $1,000 so far this year. I think if we put this windshield protection plan on all 3 of our cars, we're not even going to come close to $1,000. And if you add the fact that we're about to increase our deductible because we're adding a teenager to our policy and we're trying to save money somewhere, I think this might be the way to go. Oh, and this particular car, this is my 2026 Tesla Model Y Juniper, seems to have a skid of bad luck. I've got a big scratch on the trunk lid because one night I was going through the app, I was getting ready to hit charge, and I accidentally swiped the lift gate up button, and bam, it hits the garage door. Big scratch like this. I haven't yet addressed that. I'm not sure what to do, if I'll touch it up or have it fixed professionally, not sure. Then the other day, I'm sitting there waiting for my son, parked at school pickup. There's like a mile ahead of my car, and a mom decides that she needs to be this close to my bumper, and instead of that, she rams right into me as I'm watching YouTube or whatever. I didn't even see it happening, otherwise I would have honked the horn. That's another $1,500. They admitted fault. They're taking control and paying for all of that. So, all that said, luck, doing math, I think this might be the way to go. It's always cancelable down the road, but I'm going to go have this windshield inspected. Hope I pass. Let's see what happens. What exactly is Tesla offering here with their windshield protection plan? First of all, you go to the app, you go to upgrades, and then it's under service plans. And you can see it there under the wheel and tire protection plan. My car is, forget it, they're already thrashed. It would fail the complimentary inspection, so I'm not even going to go there. Keep in mind, all these plans are in favor of Tesla. They've run the numbers. They're not going to lose money on this. This is just a matter of peace of mind for yourself. My particular situation, we have added a teenager to our insurance, and it has skyrocketed, so we are going to up the deductible to save a little money there. But because of that, our windshields are basically not covered then, because you're going to be paying out of pocket the same amount for the deductible. So some insurance, like Farmers, we used to have Farmers, they had a separate glass plan, which is fantastic. Their rates went through the roof anyway, so that wasn't worth it. So in this regard, to protect our windshields only, I've decided to protect all 3 of our Teslas with the Tesla windshield protection plan. It's cheaper to do this by the month than a deductible would be with our insurance company. So you've got to weigh your own options. You've got to check out your own situation with insurance and cars and all that stuff. What may work for me may not work for you. So let's get into what they are offering. You can see here on the page, the windshield protection plan is $16 a month. I've had 2 of the 3 cars do the complimentary inspection. They are now covered. What's wrong with the 3rd car? Yeah, well, it took a rock. It's got a big, giant spider web crack in it, and so we've got to fix that before we obviously add the windshield protection plan. So that just happened. By the way, my entire life, I've had 3 cracked windshields. all the driving I've done, all the different cars I've owned. And one of those was a rental car in Europe that happened 10 minutes after renting it. Luckily, that was pretty much covered because I had the insurance over there. But two in the last 6 months with these Teslas. So I think it's time to add some protection here. So the windshield protection plan is $16 a month. And it obviously you get it done at the Tesla Service Center. By the way, couldn't be more easy. At least in my area, pulled up the app, set up an appointment for the next day, brought the car in at 8 a.m., had the car back by 4 p.m. Super, super straightforward, at least in my area of Los Angeles. So again, $16 a month, did the inspection on 2 of the cars. You get 1 free windshield per 12-month period. And then after that, it's a $100 deductible, which is absolutely peanuts compared to the $1,500 or $1,600 to replace the windshield. So that's a no-brainer. And I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory. They recalibrate the cameras. They put in the new windshield. It's Tesla glass, obviously, because it has to keep the insurance going. So you can see my 2026 Tesla Model Y was protected on June 3rd of this year. And then flash forward to the 27th, I had my Model 3 inspected. Also took 10 minutes at the service center for the inspection. They go through the whole process. They put it in the system, and then boom, you can subscribe to the windshield protection plan. So the entire process, pretty painless, relatively cheap when you compare to if you get you need a windshield broken for this really to pay off big time. So there you go. That's the nitty gritty, the details of the Tesla windshield protection plan at $16 a month. All right, so I'm leaving. It took about, 20 minutes of them inspecting it and taking photos and all kinds of other stuff. You saw what happened on the camera there. So I did some math, and it's $192 a year at the $16 a month. If my math is incorrect, I'll go ahead and put that on the screen, but I think it's, let's just say $200. So $200 a month. We've got 3 cars, 246, $600. I'm sorry, yeah, 246. $200 a year, I should say. 246, that's for all 3 cars. My deductible currently is $500, and we've already had 2 claims this year, or we will have 2 claims. We did 1 on the Model 3. The Model Y is coming. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. So that said, if we raise our deductible on our insurance, basically it's kind of out of pocket at that point, because we're basically going to have the out of pocket or the deductible so high that it's kind of geared for, major incidences, not windshields. So Where do you fall on this? I am dead set against extended warranties and things of this nature, but in this case, when you look at the numbers, it's like, and I get it. Now that I've added this insurance, at least to this car, you know it's going to be fine. You know, it's the same thing with, you know, like pet insurance or any other insurance. You know, you pay every month and hopefully you don't use it, but if you need it, there it is. So where do you fall on this? At $1,500 per windshield incident, you know, and this covers, you know, pitting and that kind of thing as well, not just cracks. And the first windshield is free. Any windshield after that is $100 deductible, and even that is reasonable. And so our experience with our Model 3 windshield, we brought it in. They said it would take 1 day. We brought it in on a Friday at 8 a.m. It was done by 3. So it was a very seamless and easy experience for the Model 3 when we had that done. So that's that. Windshield protection plan. So you saw what happened on camera, what they're looking for, what they're doing, and now I just talked to the service advisor. He said it takes about 24 hours for all the photos and their inspection results to show up in their system. After that, then you have to go on the app and go ahead and actually subscribe to it. So that part isn't automatic. Don't forget about that part. They just have to do things on their end, the paperwork or computer work in this case, and maybe I'll get a notification. I don't know. But he said, wait 24 hours, do it tomorrow about this time, and subscribe to the windshield protection plan, and you are good to go. It'll be in the system that you had the inspection. So once again, there's another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope my experiences with my Tesla, I'm trying to do everything that has to do with Tesla experience and that sort of thing, and share it with you guys, because you know this stuff is going to pop up or creep up for a lot of people. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you on another one.